How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another MLB The Show 22 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. Now, today's challenge, it's going to be an interesting one. The reason why is because it's one season. Yes, one season. It's going to be a fantasy draft, and we're using Rodon rosters. Injuries will be off. It's going to be the tiered rebuild challenge. Now, what does that mean by tiered? In terms of overalls. So, I can only have a certain amount of overalls on my team. We're going to do a fantasy draft. And I can only have X amount of this amount of player. So, for example, if I cap myself at 590 overalls, I can only have 5 people 90 and or above. And let's say 80 overalls, I can only have 1080 overalls. It's going to be slightly more tiered than that. So, we'll break it down a little bit. I'll show you guys the breakdown. I'll explain it more once we get onto the game. But we're just going to pick a random team and then do the fantasy draft. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Let me know down in the comments below some more videos. Check my social down in the description. Going to play this down below containing other MLB The Show 22 franchise rebuilding content. Check my channel if you like content from me, TJP. And with that being said, let's get on the gameplay. Alright, so the tier is going to work as follows. We could have 2 players that are 95 and above. We could have 3 players between the overall of 90 and 94. We can have 5 players between the overalls of 85 and 89. And we can have 7 players between 80 and 84 overall. Everything else must be below an 80. So when we do this fantasy draft, if we have too many guys in one bracket, we got to trade them for someone in a different bracket or someone in a lower bracket. So we're going to do the fantasy draft. I'll do a certain amount of picks, and then we can get on to the show on the roster and then maybe make some trades to kind of fix whatever the CPU does with the draft, or if I want to just improve the team. Alright, so we have a tough pick here. Pick 96, not 96, 26. We may not even get a 95 overall player. So, maybe we will. Let's see who's out there. Max Scherzer. For one season, it's not awful. Clayton Kershaw for 1 year isn't too bad either. I think that's a decent pick. He is going to regress too, that's the thing. Which actually could be helpful then. Because if he regresses, that's something I have to think about. Alright, I'm going to go with Clayton Kershaw then. Let's pick him with our first pick. So, for right now, he falls under the 95-99 bracket. Alright, next pick, I'm going to pick Freddy Freeman. He's 94 overall. He usually does really well in the simulation, so let's take him. Going to go with another starting pitcher, Joe Musgrove. Welcome to the team, Joe. Pick up Gene Segura. So, we have now 2 players in that 85-89 range. For shortstop, you know I gotta go with Xander Bogaerts. He's here on the board. We gotta take him before he's gone. So Xander Bogaerts, 83 overall. Welcome to the team. For a catcher, let's go with Tom Murphy. I want to get a catcher that's gonna be pretty solid, and I think Tom Murphy could be that guy. I feel like I'm gonna go with Giancarlo Stanton. The game is starting to glitch out for some reason with the draft picks. I don't know what's happening there with that, but Giancarlo Stanton's gonna be on the team. So welcome Giancarlo Stanton. He usually rakes, especially with injuries off. Will be pretty solid. Somebody's going to be good in the bullpen, and that's going to be Devin Williams. He's going to be pretty solid. So Devin Williams, welcome to the team. All right, so I'm going to go with Wilmer Flores, my third baseman. Reason being is because it doesn't really matter who's below an 80, how many guys we pick there. And I feel like Wilmer Flores is going to do pretty good in the simulation. So getting him at third base is a pretty solid pickup for us, because I don't think the CP would have picked him. Center field, I'm going to go with George Springer. That's going to be the last pick that I make, and then I'm just going to let the CPU pick the rest, and then we're going to have to fix our team with whatever the CPU decides to draft. So I'll see you guys at the end of the draft and at the beginning of the simulation. All right, so here's the lineup that we got. Let's take a look at the roster. So if we're looking at this, we have Clayton Kershaw, so that's 1 player. Right now, currently, that is sitting at 95-99, although I granted think he's going to regress. We've got 1 90-94, so we have up to 2 more people that could fit that tier. Joe Musgrove, Gene Segura, Devin Williams. That's 3 guys in the 85-89 range, so we're good there for now. And then the 80-84, we have 7. We need to have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're good. So the CPU didn't mess it up. Okay. It's not looking too bad. I mean, we could try to trade for more people as well. So we might just look to do that. Yeah, let's see what else is out there. I'll look for some trades before we start simulating, and I'll see you guys once I have some. I'm going to do this trade with the White Sox. So Brett Phillips, Noah Miller, and Hanser Alberto for Hunter Renfroe and Colin McHugh. So that's 2 solid players for 3 players that aren't really that great. So first trade with the White Sox is done. Last trade I believe I can make, and we should be okay in that bracket. If I get Tyler Rogers, he's an 85 to an 89, which would put us at 4 guys there in that bracket for Jordan Blazers and DL Hall for that tier. So thank you, Pirates. And I think I'm done making trades for now. So let me show you guys the roster that we're going to deal with in terms of the lineups. So Bogart, Segura, Freeman, Stanton, Springer, Flores, Renfroe, Sanchez, and Max Kepler. We got Murphy coming off the bench, I guess against righties, because he looks like he gets better against lefty. That's fine. We got Christian Rivera, Joe Panic, Nuke Bar. Okay, it's not looking too bad. Pretty good lineup. Rotation, Kershaw, Musgrove, Gray, Duffy, and Corbin Martin. Might look to make some moves there at some point during the before the trade deadline. And since it's one season, I'm probably just going to end up keeping you guys while I simulate. We can kind of just like look at the standings while it's simulating. So like I said, no injuries. So let's just simulate to the regular season. And we're just going to go to draft day, see how the team's doing. I'm going to stick with you guys this entire time. I imagine our team should be pretty good. So let's find out. So far, off to a pretty good start, 10-5, and as I speak, we are kind of losing some games, but we're sitting at 20-14, which is pretty good. We're going to skip the notifications here, and yeah, the simulation goes by kind of fast, so it's kind of hard to speak through it. We're currently sitting at 13-25, half game back of the Cubs, only game ahead of the Reds. Interesting stuff there. Just going to simulate past the draft. And it really doesn't matter too much who we drafted, so I'm not too worried about that. So currently sitting at 13-25, and let me just double check to make sure that we are still within the tiers. So Kershaw is still at a 95 overall, so that's 1 player there. Freddy Freeman's at a 92. We could still try to get another guy there. Musgrove, Segura, and Rogers satisfy the tier 3. And then tier 4, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're just good there. We don't need to make any trades right now. But maybe we might like to make some at the deadline to try to make ourselves a little bit better. So let's continue to simulate. We're simulating to All-Star Week and see how we're going to continue to play. Hopefully we can kind of get hot in the month of June before All-Star break. And we are taking some we are doing pretty good, getting some W's. Sitting at 46-38. And we're right now 11 games over, heading into All-Star break. The Giants want to give me a trade. Cruz for Barlow. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna do that trade with the Giants. Reason being is I can flip Cruz for something because he's got high potential. All right, 56-43 is what we're at right now at the All-Star break, which is pretty good. Enough to be 6 games up in the NL Central. So that's nice to see there. Let's take a look at our standings. 56 wins, which Phillies have 56 wins as well. Blue Jays have 58. Guardians have 56. Astros have 54. Yankees have 56. Mets have 58. So we're in the upper echelon of teams. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's take a look at our lineups. Bogarts is having a really nice season. Gene Segura's been cold. Freeman's having a great year. Giancarlo Stanton's been cold as of late. Wilmer Flores, like I said, he's doing pretty good. He's usually a good third baseman in the simulations at 79. Springer, Renfroe, they're kind of meh. Maybe try to look some upgrade there. Cruz has been okay. And then Gary Sanchez has been on fire as of late, but hasn't been that great. Tom Murphy has done pretty good when he plays against lefties. So, for the most part, pretty solid stuff. Let's take a look at our pitching, how that's doing. Kershaw's having a good year. Musgrove's been great as well. John Gray, not doing too bad. Danny Duffy and Corbin Martin's been struggling a little bit at the back end, but he's been on fire, so it's good to see. Colin McHugh has been good. Trevor May, Alex Vesia, Luke Jackson, pretty solid in the middle. Tyler Rogers has been struggling this year a bit, a little high on the ERA. The whip is pretty decent, though. Rowan Wick has been struggling a bit, and then Devin Williams has been okay. 26 saves. We'll take that from him. So let's see if there's any trades we can make out there. I got to double check that we are still within the tiers. I might have to look to maybe trade. Maybe I'll look to trade some 80s and 84s and some high potential guys to try to get another star on this team. And all right, I'm gonna just deal with the Guardians. I think this will work. I can get rid of Renfroe, Cruz, and Segura, who's not having a great season. We get back Marcus Semien and Javier Baez, who are both having pretty solid seasons. I think that will work. So now we have 2 guys in the tier 90 to 94. The tier 3, we've got 3 players, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 guys. So we're not even hitting our limits in terms of tiers. So we can still try to trade for some more players and see if they satisfy. I'm going to do this trade with the Diamondbacks. We're going to get Chris Bassett for Max Meyer, Endy Rodriguez, and Matthew Allen. So Chris Bassett, welcome to the team. I think that might be all the trades we make for now. Maybe there might be another one we might want to make before the deadline passes through. But I believe that we are at where we need to be. So let me double check. We've got 1 guy in tier 1, 2 guys in tier 2. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in tier 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in tier 4. So we are not over the cap. So that's perfect. All right, let's continue simulating. So I think this team should be pretty good then, with all of the trades that we've made. Again, we're only doing 1 season of this. So if you guys want to see me do multiple seasons of the tiered rebuild challenge, let me know down in the comments below, because we might look to do it instead of a 1 year, maybe do 3, because it might make it a little bit more difficult in terms of free agency, because then we could set free agents, and there's another dynamic we can add to it. But I wanted to do a 1 year rebuild challenge because I wanted to switch it up a little bit. So would I like to stop simulating? No. We're going to keep going. So currently sitting at 61 and 46. Let's end the season strong and go into the postseason with this team. And so far, we're sitting at 72 and 55. Now we're, continuing to win 76 and 59 at September call-ups, which I think is good enough to win the division if we could stay hot. We are dropping some games here, but we just won like 5 in a row, which is nice. And we are at 89 and 70, and we did win our division at 91 and 71, which is good enough to take on the Giants in the division series. So pretty good stuff there from us. Take a look at the standings. 91 wins for the Cardinals. Phillies had 92 from the wild card, so the Mets must have been really good. 96 wins. They had the best record, the Mets. Okay. Our team's looking pretty good, though. I can't complain about it. We had no league leaders. Let's take a look at our lineup, see how we did there. Bogart's ended the season cold, but he had a really nice year. Nevertheless, Javier Baez we traded for. Nice season from him. Freddie Freeman was awesome. Giancarlo ended the season a little bit cold. Springer ended the season on fire. Flores ended the season cold. Semien ended the season cold. Gary Sanchez wasn't that great. Kepler wasn't that great. Tom Murphy, though, also wasn't that great. What the heck? The bench was not very good, as we could see there. Probably should have got another right fielder, but I didn't. It's all good, though. Let's take a look at our rotation. Kershaw in the season cold. Joe Musgrove, 17-9. He's usually good in the ride and rosters for whatever reason. Chris Bassett had a nice year. John Gray was good. And then Corbin Martin was but he's probably not going to pitch in the postseason anyway. Danny Duffy in the bullpen. Colin McHugh, Trevor May, Luke Jackson were awesome in the middle. Alex kind of struggled a bit. Tyler Rogers struggled. Rowan Wick was And then Devin Williams, pretty decent season for him, 46 saves. We'll take that. All right. Question is now, how are we going to fare in the postseason against the Giants? Well, let's find out. So Kershaw versus Burns, we've got that. So the Giants, I forgot how much wins they had, but I think they won their division. Yeah, they did win their division. I just don't know how many wins they had. I don't remember. But let me just double check the tiers. Right. 3 tiers now in the 90s, because 90 to 94. Kershaw's at a 95. Maybe Freeman can go up to a 95. We've got in the 3rd tier 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in tier 4. All right. Not bad. So some guys are progressing, some guys are moving down. It's good stuff. All right. Let's see if we can beat the Giants. So game 1, Kershaw versus Burns, we win 3-0 on a shutout by Kershaw. He pitched the entire game, I think, yeah, and gave up 6 hits. Yeah, awesome stuff from Kershaw. Okay, game 2, Musgrove versus Jameson Taillon. We win 12-0, and Joe Musgrove throws the entire game and gives up only 4 hits. He had a really good game. Can we sweep them with Chris Bassett on the bump versus John Means? We didn't give up a single run. Wow. Fair play to our pitching. All right. I will take that. I will take that. That is awesome. All right. So now we're taking on the Phillies. Kershaw versus Rodon, game 1. We win 9-0. Okay. 3-hitter. A 3-hitter for Clayton Kershaw. Impressive. All right. Game 2. Musgrove. We lose. That's the first time we gave him a run. All right. Oh, goodness. Game 3, we win 6-4. Can we win Game 4 with John Gray on the bump? We do, and we won 6-4. Game 5, get the 5-4 dub in the World Series in our first year, in our only year, taking on the New York Yankees. Got Kershaw versus Glasnow. Game 1, we lose 6-4. Game 2, Musgrove versus Keller. We lose 6-0. What's going on? Can we win Game 3? Yes, 2-0. Can we win Game 4? Yes, 11-0. Can we win Game 5? No, we lose 5-0. They only got 2 hits that game. They only got 2 hits this game, and then how many hits did we get? 6. All right. We got to win 2 straight against the Yankees. Game 6. We win 4-3. Can we win Game 7? My enemy. 1-year rebuild challenge. Moment of truth. And we get the victory. 8-3. 1-year rebuild challenge. Tiered rebuild complete with your St. Louis Cardinals Fantasy Draft Edition. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's take a look at who won the awards. Giancarlo Stanton, World Series MVP, and playoff MVP for him. He was awesome. And Aaron Judge was on the Yankees. That's pretty funny. Didn't realize that he was on the Yankees in this. But yeah, great stuff there. Freeman and Bogarts, man. Cheat codes in the simulation. So let's go to the full screen and close out this video. Okay, so we completed the 1-year rebuild challenge tiered edition. So if you guys want to see an edition where we do all 3 seasons with the tiers, leave a like and comment down below, and subscribe as well if you're not subscribed already. And check out my social down in the description. Check out my channel for like content from me. And with that being said, take care. Have a great night. See you soon. And peace.